Hello friends. Welcome back to Portraits of Fame channel. Bodybuilding must surely be one of the toughest sports in the world. Bodybuilders have to go through countless sacrifices and lifestyle changes to reach their goals and stay on top, and really that's the hardest part. In this video, we'll be telling the story of one of the most popular legends in the bodybuilding industry and how he moved his full-time bodybuilding career into the Hollywood spotlight. And who are we talking about? Lou Ferrigno, the Incredible Hulk. But before we continue, I recommend you to subscribe and activate the bell so you don't miss out on valuable information like this today, okay? Lou Ferrigno was born on November 9, 1951 in Brooklyn, New York, United States. He is an American bodybuilder, actor, and became world famous for participating in the TV series The Incredible Hulk.
Deposit 25 cents for the first 3 minutes.
I don't have 25 cents!
Then I can't complete the call, sir. Sir, hello. Are you there?
He is the son of Matthew Ferrigno, a lieutenant in the New York Police, and Victoria Ferrigno, a native of Conca dei Marini, who immigrated to the USA as a child. Shortly after his birth, he suffered an ear infection, losing 80% of his hearing. But his parents didn't find out until he was 3 years old. Due to this problem, it also brought him difficulties, causing him to be bullied by classmates during his childhood, who called him deaf and dumb. These children were very cruel and had no sympathy for him, so it became very difficult for him to live together, and that made him very insecure, triggering low self-esteem at that specific moment in his life. He started reading comic books like The Hulk, among others. With all the chaos he was experiencing, he said that he wanted to be strong enough to be able to defend myself. What he didn't know is that this would be his fuel to start bodybuilding. Ferrigno says his hearing loss helped shape his sense of purpose and create a determination within him to be all that he can be, and gave him a certain strength of character as well. He started lifting weights at the age of 13, and after graduating from Brooklyn Technical High School in 1969, he won his first Mr. America. In 1974, he placed second in his first Mr. Olympia. The following year, he reached third place, and his attempt to beat Arnold Schwarzenegger was the subject of the documentary Pumping Iron, 1975. After the competition, Ferrigno left the circuit. At that time, he had no money to buy gym equipment, so he improvised and made his dumbbell weights, using broomsticks and buckets, partially filled with cement. Upon graduation, he became a full-time bodybuilder, winning his first titles in 1969 with Mr. America and then in 1973. Early in his career, he moved to Columbus, Ohio, and trained with legend Arnold Schwarzenegger in 1974. He placed second in his first attempt at the Mr. Olympia competition, and the following year, he placed third. There was a professional rivalry between him and Schwarzenegger, where he became the subject of the documentary Pumping Iron, and that brought him into the spotlight, making him famous. Despite the first victories on his journey, they did not provide enough income for him to earn a living. So he looked for work, where his first paying job was as a sheet metal worker, earning about $10 an hour in a Brooklyn factory. He worked for 3 years, but the truth is that he didn't like the dangerous work and left shortly after he saw a coworker accidentally cut his own hand. Ferrigno then left competitive bodybuilding for several years and ventured into football with the Toronto Argonauts in the Canadian Football League. Unfortunately, he wasn't very lucky either. He had never played before and was cut after 2 games for the simple reason, believe me, of breaking another player's legs. Thus, Ferrigno ended up leaving the world of Canadian football. He also got to compete in the first annual World's Strongest Man competition in 1977, where he finished 4th out of a field of 8 competitors. Here we come, in fact, to his artistic career, where we know that he has a vast and long list of works done, taking advantage of his physical appearance to earn good money. After trying many professions, Ferrigno came back with the idea of acting and tried his luck for a big role, and was lucky enough to portray his favorite character from the Marvel Universe, the Incredible Hulk. In that TV series, he played the role from 1977 to 1981. In 1978 and 79, he appeared in the Barrel of the Network stories and also played the lead role in the 1983 science fantasy adventure film, Hercules. He was praised by some critics, but also received criticism for his poor acting. One of the main appearances he made was where he played himself on the CBS MTV sitcom King of the Neighborhood, which aired from 1998 to 2007. Additionally, he has made guest appearances in the Hulk movies, voicing the Hulk in many animated series. However, he was replaced by Mark Ruffalo in 2015. One of the main achievements of his life, he stood out for being the coach of the King of Pop, Michael Jackson. He trained him from 1990 to 2000, helping him get in shape for a planned series of shows in London. Unfortunately, however, they were canceled due to Jackson's death. Ferrigno also loved playing himself in films, such as his appearances in the film I Love You, Man. He even played himself in a Lego Marvel movie called Lego Marvel The Avengers. In the mid-1990s, Ferrigno returned to bodybuilding until he finally decided to return to the stage, competing for the Mr. Olympia in 1992, placing 12th, and in 1993, placing 10th. In 1994, he took the stage again, but this time with a different proposal, competing for Mr. Olympia Masters with an attempt to defeat Robbie Robinson and Boyer Co., finishing in second place. That competition was later made into a 1996 documentary called Stand Tall. After this documentary, he said goodbye to the bodybuilding world and asked for his retirement. In addition to his acting career, Ferrigno was also sworn in as a Level 2 sheriff's deputy in Los Angeles County, California. He had a career until 2018, where he was named a member of the Donald Trump Sport Council. After a long list of professional changes and several film and TV appearances in his acting career, he planted his flag in the business world, creating his line of fitness equipment under the name Ferrigno Fitness in 2009. He even demonstrated how to do the exercise on the equipment and said, if you don't really want to train, you're wasting your time. I mean, if you're going to finish anyway, don't bother training and stay away from the gym. You are what you want to be and not what they think or say about you. Ferrigno is a legend, and according to him, his hearing loss problem led him to bodybuilding and also launched him into the world of opportunity, a better life. Ferrigno always wore hearing implants from the age of 5, but later he received new implants known as the bionic ear. It is an implantable device of high technological complexity, which is used to restore the hearing function of patients and people with profound hearing impairment who do not benefit from the use of conventional hearing aids. It is a very sophisticated computerized electronic equipment which completely replaces the ears of people who have severe and profound hearing impairment. The implant directly stimulates the auditory nerve through small electrodes that are placed inside the cochlea, and the nerve carries these signals to the brain. This implant helped him retain most of his hearing power. Ferrigno spoke about the hearing problem before his surgery. I'm very nervous right now because I'm having surgery on Tuesday for a cochlear implant. My wish is to hear better because I'm not hearing well in my right ear, and I'm frustrated because it's difficult seeing his wife when she is in the kitchen, for example. After the successful surgery, he was asked if he was listening. In the video you are seeing now, he is clearly stunned and signals that he is listening. Then he falls in tears of joy. It was a beautiful moment that was appreciated, not only by Ferrigno, but also by the entire medical team that can make this dream possible. He married Susan Groff in the year 1978, but things didn't work out, and so he got divorced a year later. He later married psychotherapist Carla Green in 1980, and they had 3 children, Shauna, Lou Jr., and Brent. Nor can we forget the rivalry between Lou Ferrigno and Arnold Schwarzenegger, which lasted for years. Both competed on several occasions together, although Schwarzenegger won every opportunity, and they also had great careers as actors. All we can wish Ferrigno is more success now in the business world, and thank you for having marked the childhood and youth of many who are watching this video right now, and who knows, being able to hear him once again, giving the voice to the Incredible Hulk. Say it in the comments. What did you think of Lou Ferrigno's story? Did he also mark his life with so many famous movies like Hercules and the Incredible Hulk? Well, if you found it interesting and liked the information, then take a few seconds of your time to share it with your friends and family. And don't forget that here you'll find news and stories about famous people and celebrities. A big hug. Until the next video, bye-bye.